Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from
the Big Jabowski.
This round I'm fighting Tonseth. Tonseth is from the guild Sigma Alliance Mandalorians, making sure it's in all caps in case people struggle to read that guild name. Tonseth has a Relic 7 Ray, but he locked into this Grand Arena with a Gear 11 Ray actually. So that's a nice difference for me, even though I would have been prepared for it either way, as my counter won't really change. He's got one of the better lifetime scores I've fought recently, so definitely a skilled player for the most part. He tends to go fairly offense heavy, but his defense isn't too shabby either. And for the rest, if you look at the roster, fairly similar to mine again, like some of the others. Instead, he has gone for Ray, so he has the resistance relic up. But for the rest, we have pretty similar relics of what you would expect of someone around our GP that's somewhat competitive. So he does have a lot of GP on me, like 500 or 600k, so that allows him to have a lot more roster depth, which might end up helping him out in getting through certain things. Though those Gear 10s and Gear 11s, I'm not too sure about. So let me just show you what I didn't show you yet is what happened the last round. So in the last round up against Darth Tell here, Darth Tell ended up attacking, and as predicted, he did not clear my back wall, and in fact he really only attacked this team once, I guess just to try something, but it wasn't anything serious. What he ended up doing was failing 6 times, or 5 times fails rather, up against my Hux team here, even though he one-shot the other teams. And then over here at the top, he took 2 attempts up against Bounty Hunters and up against Newt. So all around, he lost a lot of battles and ultimately didn't have anything left for the back wall. So him going so irrationally heavy on defense kind of ended up hurting him quite a bit. Yeah, let me just get into this battle and not make it too long. So my opponent did actually attack as I was looking at his teams just now. So he kind of tried to wait it out, I think. He has attacked me over here. He has beaten my General Skywalker team and preloaded my Darth Revan. Now I don't know if this is like a controlled preload where he set the he burned the specials with the burner team, or if this was just a legitimate fail and he has quit ever since, because he hasn't done any other attacks. So I think he's just waiting me out now again. I don't really know, but once again, another opponent who goes irrationally heavy on defense. He's got his Gear 11 Ray here, and I'm assuming that he thinks I can't beat it. I don't really know, but he has all these other teams here as well, with honestly most of his relics besides his resistance teams. So Grievous over here tells in his own Darth Revan team, which to me doesn't really make sense, and then his Emperor Palpatine Bastilla and Sith Empire Trooper. So he's not going to be able to clear me, I think, that's for sure. The fact that he already took 2 attempts on General Skywalker here, even though he kept his for offense, is pretty odd to begin with. But this one over here, I don't really think he's going to have a good shot of clearing it. And even if he does, I still have a pretty decent back wall that could give him some trouble. But yeah, I don't expect him to clear me, and I don't really know why he went as heavy on defense as he did. Because if he can't kill my Darth Revan over here, then the best he can do is take out 2 teams over here, 4 over here, and a fleet, which puts him at a total of 7, best case scenario, and he already failed there once. Whereas if I can't beat Darth Revan, then I can beat 3 teams over here, 3 over here, and 4 in the back. So no matter how this is played, I just kill way more than he does. So it doesn't really make sense the way he's playing this, but it is what it is. So let me just show you what I have planned for his teams. I did a little bit of preparation just now before, so I'm just going to skip straight over there and talk about some of the points that I'm not sure about. So this zone, as usual, it's not really a priority to figure out, though you do want to keep enough for it. It's always this one you want to get through first, and that's actually where I'm struggling a little bit with the Nightsisters. I can use my Supreme Leader Kylo here with Watt. Now the thing is that I don't know if I actually need my Watt. I'm wondering if I'm able to do it with First Order Officer and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and I can even throw in a third. This Rey here has about 60k health, and then her Zeta on top adds another 70% normally seen if they have relic levels, but she doesn't. So she's actually really weak. My concern is that if I just send in Supreme Leader Kylo with First Order Officer, that I'm going to drop 2 or 3 of them consecutively into the Whirlwind territory, and if I get 2 Whirlwinds chained up on me, then I will die. If I can use the health tech, then I would be able to survive that, because no matter what Rey's gear is, it's always going to hit for that 300k with a damage reduction, so still for 180k, which is more or less what my Kylo is modded for. So if she manages to take 2 turns before me, then I could be in trouble there. And I'm not really sure I want to risk that, because if I lose this battle, then it's instant game over for me, I think. And that would be a real pity. But my point is, I could really use my Watt over here against the Nightsisters, because I don't really have good answers for it. I believe I need my Padme and my Kylo team over here to be able to clean Malak up. Something that I could do is try to send these 3 in and see if I'm able to kill all 3 of them, but honestly already be happy if I can kill HK and Darth Revan. So I'm really not banking on that. This is a pretty awful team to fight with Padme, but it's my only option. So I can try to not attack that team and just clear more than he does, but it's super risky. Like another case scenario would be that I just take my JKR, I don't kill his Grievous team, and I just use it over here, and then just leave the 2 teams over here. Also an option, or I try to whittle it down in the end. I'll have to see what exactly I want to do. But that's one that I'm struggling with, the Nightsister over here. The Geos, they're pretty obvious to me what I'll be using, and hope that it works. But these are the teams that I would have remaining, and I'll have some other Gear 12s like Old Ben, etc. But I don't really see a good combination that would reliably take out this Nightsister team. If I use my Shaq with these 2 clones, they are the strongest team that I have left, but I feel like they would just get stun locked, keep getting their turn meter reduced, and ultimately not really end up where I needed to. I do have a lot of dispels, everyone in this team dispels, so I would be able to focus on these 2 a lot. But if I get stuck in that stun lock, then it's just game over. There's nothing I can do. And Asajj already has more potency than me. Daka has more potency than me. So the only thing I would have going for me is the base resist chance. So I really don't see how that could possibly work out, other than just getting lucky a few times and getting a few retributions in, which heal me a tiny little bit. It doesn't quite cut it. So it's not a matchup I feel comfortable with at all. Then the Geos over here, I have a Gear 11 Spy. Same issue with the stun locks, I'm afraid, and just not enough damage in general. Spy can hit really hard, so that's nice, but the special doesn't come around very often, especially if they are reducing my turn meter. There's no Geo Soldier to feed me turn meter, so no good option there either. Consider doing something with my Nihilus here, like putting Old Ben in the lead and throwing in Thrawn or something like that, and just trying to sort of control them for a while until I get that Annihilate, make sure that Zombie isn't taunting, and then try to take them down. But ensuring Zombie isn't taunting requires a Fracture, so that would be pretty difficult, and also just surviving in general is really risky. It's all dependent on Old Ben making sure I dodge as much as possible and don't get stunned. So bad option there as well. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck here a little bit. I can use CLS, but same issue there. I at least don't get stunned, but they're just Gear 12. They're not that strong. And I need to burn through one of these characters twice and then kill them. So that's going to make Asajj ramp up. It's just risky overall. I'm really not a fan. Great Judge Training, obviously not really an option. The Finn team isn't either. And there's not too much, I think, that I can do with Thrawn. Even if I fracture Zombie will just get out of this fracture as one of the others dies, and it makes Zombie sacrifice for them. So all around, I feel like there's no good options. Unless I start shifting JKR over here, but then Grievous is just going to be an enormous shit show, I think. So it's not really what I want to do. And the Bastilla team here as well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to work. I would assume that the Tenacity Up helps me a bit, but all around just really difficult to try to full clear this one. So I have to sacrifice my power somewhere and then hope that it works out. And I thought about taking Watt out of this, but I'm not sure I want to do it just because I have no idea how exactly this is going to play out. The Rey is very squishy, but it's just a risk. It's a risk if I don't immediately take her down. I'm health modded. I don't know what my damage output is like. up against her. So that's a risky one. But I think, ultimately thinking about all of the options, if I can do Geobrute Alpha with Watt and Spy up against the Nightsisters, then I feel like I could have a good shot. The only tricky part there is making sure that I can dispel the zombie and then get a spec in with Spy. That will be a bit difficult because it all relies on crits from Geobrute Alpha, but I think that's ultimately what will end up being the smartest choice. So that's what I'm going to try, and if it fails, then good chance that I lose the entire match, but it is what it is. So enough talking, let's get into it and just take the risk. Let me just show you if it's willing to load. Seems to be pretty laggy, that's not too great. So yeah, I mean 61k health, 16k protection, and she does not have the boost from the relic levels because she has no relic levels on her. The max health and protection for each relic level. So she doesn't have that. She does have the damage reduction, so that means I'm not going to be able to kill her straight away. And that first AoE is basically going to enable her to whirlwind, and she'll do it on whoever I bring alongside Kylo. So let's take a look. We bring Kylo. I want to save the other First Order guys for a Malak cleanup that I will very likely need to do. So I can bring Officer, and I guess I could bring Hermit Yoda to try to get another assist with Kylo. Potentially at the right time it could be a kill. Potentially the health equalization could help me out a little bit. I'm guessing Hermit Yoda is going to be a bit lower down here. So that is sort of the best idea that I have right now, and I hope it ends up working out. So let's give it a shot. Pretty weird because it's not how I initially thought I was going to end up doing this. It's really slow. That makes me pretty uncomfortable. So we stun Finn first. Now both Finn and Poe are still really strong. I can pass the turn over here, and I think I mean I don't really need to because Kylo is about to take a turn already. But I think I'll do it just to try and get that first kill. Ah, I actually got it. Amazing. Okay, I'm very happy about that. That puts me in a much better position. Is there any point in adding Master's Training already? I think I'll save it because my Hermit here isn't going to get hit. I'll just wait one round. No idea what this is going to hit, but it's going to enable her to do another whirlwind, or she's going to die. Nice. Okay, so no reason to be concerned, I guess. This worked out very nicely, and that saves me Watt for the Nightsisters. So worthy sacrifice there. It's just difficult to predict how it's going to go because Rey did have the lifeblood on herself there, so no idea what I was going to end up hitting. Alright, nice. Then we proceed with the Geonosians. I believe the Spy has a lot of crit chance, so that is obviously something that makes me feel very comfortable about this fight. I'm being sarcastic if that's not clear. It's slow as hell though. No idea why exactly. Okay, 92%. Alright, so let's fight the Geos. Going to bring Traya, Scion, and Nest. If I actually manage to full clear this guy, it will probably be one of the more impressive full clears that I've done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it's definitely an interesting challenge to try to beat. I just don't really understand why people like him, who do have a decent score, go so irrationally heavy on defense. Because yeah, I mean, if I put two of my teams on defense, he just can't full clear me anymore. And sets himself up in such a way that he gets a banner disadvantage by doing that. I mean, same story for me. If I put my best two teams on defense, I can't clear him. I didn't put my best two teams, but even then, he's just not able to get through me. Alright, well, Scion's definitely going to die. Although with less debuff sticking on me, perhaps he has a chance against Spy. I don't really know. that remains to be seen. I don't know, was that the special already? I believe it looks like a bit of a tougher hit, so to speak. Let's stun this guy. Although when he doesn't assist, his health also doesn't really drop, so not sure that's too useful. Let's try and get that ability block on him. I don't really mind the others. The longer my Scion can survive, the higher my chance of success. Okay, this is already good. I can dispel that. Almost misclick there. Okay, sir, I just need to get one move in here and you are out of here. There we go. Or not. I was literally thinking, that equalization starts after you kind of click the attack button. But good enough, he's gone, so I'm even going to get decent banners here. Pretty happy with that. I did lose my protection on those guys, but that's quite alright. A lot less damage with Nest than I thought it was going to be. Should have checked for the pain there as well. I didn't. There we go. Took their time. All right. So that's 51. Then yeah, the Nightsister fight. Let's see if I can get this done. It's definitely a tricky one. Even though I keep what can cleanse a little bit, that's very nice. But yeah, just getting through zombie all the time without bringing Sunfac is pretty tricky. There are also other options that I could try to consider with what, but I think the Geos probably make the most sense. Let's just sort it by separatists. One thing that I may have to end up doing is sort of waiting for the turns to align so that my Geobrood Alpha dispels the taunt on zombie with his basic, but for that I need to crit, and from my experience historically, Geobrood Alpha is not so cooperative in dispelling. So we'll see how that goes, but let's see, we have Spy, where are you, sir? Yeah, let me just check that basic one more time. The nice thing is also that because there are going to be 3 characters for what to put the tech on, I can get going quite nicely and stay healthy. So dispel all buffs and a critical hit, yeah. Well, let's see how it goes. So let's start with the taunting tech, because Brute here is immediately going to get dispelled, I think. Okay, I'm a bit faster. Weapon tech over here. Don't want to waste that right now. Let's save it for a good time. That's the other dispel that I have. It's really all I have going for me. Let's just basic. And it's going to be a little while anyways until I build up enough chances to take down their protection. Yes, as you can see so far, the brood, sorry, isn't really doing too much. Let's try and stack some exposes on them or something like that. Oh wow, I thought my game was stuck. Let's try and hurry up. I'll definitely need my time, I think. And it being so slow is certainly not helping. Okay, let's use this time to sort of start breaking down my opponent's Asajj a little bit if I'm able to. Just get a first big hit in here. Okay, that's the protection gone, that's good. I'll definitely need my time if it keeps going like this. Let's start using these dispels. I'm not going to get there anytime soon yet anyway. And might as well make use of this. Pretty worried about a timeout right now. Just purely based on how slow everything is loading. It's a serious concern. And the fact that my Brood Alpha has not crit at all so far. Okay, this is perfect. Oh, come on. That wasn't a crit either. Let's hopefully kill her now. Nah, it's not enough. There we go. It needs to be a kill with Spy as well, otherwise I get absolutely nowhere. Okay, that's a nice relief. Can you please crit? It just doesn't happen. That one worked. Okay, good. Basically any progress I can make on Daka is perfect here. Worst case scenario, I can still pick this apart with something else. Okay, good. She's down to just her health. That was just no damage whatsoever. That was very odd. Yeah, I'm definitely going to time out here, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I can try to put zombie at -2 stacks, but I just don't attack fast enough to get there. Although I'm going to be in the... that's a waste. This resets the turn meter, though. Come on, Spy. No debuffs just makes this really tedious, and she's going to keep healing herself up if I don't spec. So it doesn't accomplish anything. My god, this is so bad. This would have been so easy to just play on my phone, I guess, where it's at proper speed. Don't know why, but the laptop just goes crazy against these... well, with Geos on the field, really. Ooh, a crit. Come on. Oh, so close, and she's just going to heal back up. Please no heal. Please no heal available. Okay, there's hope. There's hope. There's hope. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. Just gonna autoplay the rest. Whew. My god, this battle. That was my fingers cracking. Apologies. Please don't time out. There we go. Okay, no stress. I tend to stay pretty calm during these fights, but this one was really not good. Okay, let's see what he has in the back. I'm really curious. I fought hard for this one. Thought so. Nice. Okay, I should have no trouble clearing this at least. So my main objective will be to kill Darth Revan. If I'm able to do that, then I'll have a good chance of getting through him. So that's pretty sweet. Alright, had to take a short break there. I'm back. So back zone. Just going to quickly screenshot this. Though I'm not sure I'll actually end up using it for the planning, because I don't think the planning is going to change a whole lot. But might as well take it and throw it in here. And there we go. So the next stuff as battles are Grievous and Darth Revan. I don't really see my JKR one-shotting this either, so I'm gonna have to clean up Grievous no matter what happens, really. So I can use my Arc and Shack over here. I can use Arc and Shack over here for potential cleanup or to take out the Nightsisters, but against the Nightsisters I have different options, so I can sort of see what I want to do with them. Over here in the back, Rage Edit Training, probably against Bounty hunters. Doesn't really matter what I do for the rest too much. Most of the remaining teams can take out most of theirs. Definitely want to have some kind of dispel over here, or double dispel. I guess CLS is going to make sense there. This is not the right team, it's just going to be CLS Han Chewie, but I guess I'll, yeah, you know what I mean there. I can do something with Thrawn and Nihilus over there against First Order. And, this one's also going to be tricky, but I have more characters, so I should be okay. So I'll see what exactly I want to do. Maybe I'll end up switching one of these, but let's focus on the zone in front of ships first. See if I'm able to get through those tough teams. I honestly don't see it happening. I didn't see it happening to begin with. But I'll have to give it a try, you know. Really tough team to take out here with Padme. Just because of the HK who can pretty much murder me right away. So this will likely go nowhere, but it's the best shot that I have. So I might as well take it and try to get somewhere. Relic 4 HK has really quite a lot of firepower. He can just one-shot my GK. Oh my god. Did I just... It was in that moment he realized he messed up. So yeah, just adding this quickly in afterwards, you'll see here that I'm actually scrolling through the Teams interface, and as I scroll the second time here, I actually click on the Nightsisters, but then as I'm pointing to the Darth Revan team and then clicking on the Darth Revan team, at the same time it loads in the Nightsister fight. So me thinking I just clicked the Darth Revan fight actually messed myself up there by going in on the Nightsister team. So it was my fault, but just the lag of the actual game there, how long it takes to load in the fight, killed me. Misclick that? For real? Okay, well, I'll have to watch that back in the recording, but either it lagged or I was just too busy talking and didn't notice that I just sent in my Padme on the Nightsisters. Well, that means I'm definitely not going to clear the front wall. That's, I think, the first time I've ever done this. Of course, it had to be on a recording where I look extra stupid. Too busy talking. Well, let's just make quick work of this team then. She's going to AoE, so a nice thing to do here is to put up some retribution on at least 2 of these. Can't believe I just actually went for the Nightsisters. Maybe it's like a muscle memory thing, because you so often use Padme against Nightsisters. That's kind of a joke though. On the other hand, so one thing that I actually expected was that I wouldn't be able to clear it, and then not clearing their front zone was going to keep me in the Bronzium division, which means that I don't get paired up against all of the people that have their own 12 wins, or sort of 3 wins in the first week rather. So you're not going to face only winners and people who did all of the feats, who are probably trying very hard, but also just a bunch of other people who may not have been as successful. Really can't believe I ended up clicking here. I really want to watch the recording and see where my mouse was hovering. Maybe it was like just on the edge, or maybe I just blatantly clicked in the middle like an idiot. Dang, that's such a pity. Alright, well, let's just move on and try to get as far as possible. Not going to try to do things like controlled preload and then try to pick them off with JKR. It's just way too much trouble against an opponent who's not going to clear me anyway, I think. Let me see if he's done any more attacks. Because he hasn't increased his score, but maybe he's still going to attack. Doesn't look like it so far anyway, but I'm sure he'll start attacking some more teams in the last hour. Yeah, let's just go over here then. I want to fight this one first, see what I can do with Bastilla. I mean, any of these fights can likely fail. Pretty much all of them in this wall, so I don't think it ultimately mattered if I would have partially done all of them, because I'd still need to clear the back zone, and I just don't have the roster depth that this guy does. So 3 dispels should hopefully help me deal with Sith Trooper. I considered bringing Old Ben, but I really like the assists that I have here and the high damage, because I need to try to get them out of here quickly. And I think I'll actually go for Emperor Palpatine first, because he damages me and will get me below the every time I take a turn, and he will get me below the threshold of where I can start getting stunned. I should have actually double checked that, but it seems unlikely that I would misclick this twice. Fascinating. So she has so much potency that she just straight up blows through all of the tenacity up. I should have probably seen that coming. I don't know what she's modded for. I also didn't check that part. So that's entirely on me. Well, there you go. This could have been my loss. And, well, it's going to be my loss. Let me put it that way. Dispel him. I have so many debuffs on me right now. That's absolutely no damage. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. So that's even a preload. Another team I won't be getting through. And I'll just let them preload it because it doesn't matter. No matter what I send in, they will go first anyway. So yeah, there you go. It's a good test actually because I was really curious if this team is able to take it on. But even with all of the tenacity boost, this Bastilla still has enough potency to be able to take me down. And I just didn't have the firepower on my team. So no potency mods. She has the 60% here and then obviously gets the plus, I believe it's plus 50% from the other one. Yeah, plus 50% potency. So she ultimately ends up around 110. And then my dead Bastilla, yeah, she gets 150 from her lead. Probably has another. I'm actually curious now. I want to know how the math works out. Pretty funny though, sending Padme in on Nightsisters. I guess I have to laugh with it myself. Feel free to do so in the comments. That was really quite funny. Fortunately, it's in a match where I can afford to, I think anyway. But yeah. So 150% for sure. She's currently not correctly modded. She's still modded for the anti-ultimate Supreme Leader Kylo counter. So this would not be the tenacity that I have on her normally seen. Let me just quickly check. Because I would like to know for future reference if this is a counter that makes sense. So this is the set I normally have on her. And if I just got super unlucky and it was like, yeah, so it's 50% plus the 150. So I was at 200% tenacity. Bastilla there. Also, one thing I'm forgetting is the lead bonus from Emperor Palpatine. So I guess that would put her at... let me just check mine. I don't remember how much he gives. I think it's 35%. Yeah, 35. So that would put her at 145 and I would be at about 200. So she had about a 50% chance of landing the debuffs on me there. That's pretty high. So yeah, fair enough. Anyway, let's get back into the match and try to kill as much as possible before the time is up. So yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. I would like to ideally win and stay here in Bonzium. I didn't think I was going to be able to kill the Darth Revan team anyway. There's just so much power on there. I think what would have probably happened is I'd get feared, Malak dispels my taunt on GK, then HK over here puts tenacity down, Darth Revan would not go next yet. I would put my protection up, he would try to shock me and it wouldn't work, and then with 15 stacks of ferocity I think HK would just shoot out my GK and that would be it, because I wouldn't be able to get a stun on him, I think, or be able to stop him really. So yeah, anyway, let's fight Grievous. I could also try to go for the back zone first just in case I have any mistakes there. I'll probably move over there after this fight, but I don't expect to win this one either. My Jolee is able to stand his ground in 5v5 at gear 12 up against even Relic 7 Grievous, but if there's a lot more damage focused on him, then I honestly don't think it can work, especially without the Bastilla lead as well. But let's see what I can do. I'm pretty curious. It's another good test. It's been a long time since I did this in 3v3. So let's see how it goes. Also, the total lack of crits, no buffs from Bastilla on my Grandmaster Yoda, that certainly won't help me at all. And look at him healing back to full air. Yeah, pretty sure I'm not gonna... I don't even know if I'm going to kill anything here. Let's try and reduce his turn meter. Nope. Look at Jolee there. Yeah, that's, I mean, not gonna work. I don't want to spread the foresight, really. I could mitigate a bit of damage from B1, but it's just going to trigger B2 all the same. Let's try and get through him at least. Oh my. Okay, well, if Jolee's going to die, I might as well try to heal himself. Oh, look at that B2. Excuse me. Let's see what we can do. So definitely want to do the turn meter swap here. It's going to fill him up, but no problem while he's stunned. Yeah, he's just healing too fast. Ouch. Wow, I'm really far away actually from a revive. I thought I was a lot closer, otherwise I would have passed some more turns. So nice little trade I had to make there. Let's try and get B1 down still. I mean, it's super unlikely here, but might as well give it a shot. Grievous is going to know. He's going to definitely go for Jolee here. One thing I can try to do is reduce the turn meter here. First an AoE to further drop the tenacity and the offense. Then hope this one lands. Yes, it did. So, pretty sure I called him to assist with Grandmaster Yoda there. I really thought that would have reduced his cooldown, so I don't understand why it didn't. Nice. Now it went down by 2. I guess that's related to the kill. As you can tell, I don't know all these tiny little details, it seems. Even though I fought this battle so many times. Well, everyone's back on the field, so there's still hope. Pretty good test for me. I'm just going to focus down B1 here. I'd rather get it over with quickly than... Wow, I tanked that one really nicely. Beautiful. Okay, reduce the turn meter. This is probably going to be my biggest surprise of the match. Didn't really think I was going to be able to get through this. You could argue I got lucky, for sure. So I'm using these moves to get back to my turn meter removal quicker, because I don't have a direct focus here. And now I can pass a turn, give myself turn meter, reduce the turn meter, or stun. But the stun doesn't do anything, I guess. And there we go. Should be 1 or 2 more hits. Try and get the banner back. No, still missed it. Well, pretty happy with that one. I was actually considering, could maybe do something with JKR against Darth Revan, or I could have sent it up against Emperor Palpatine here, but I'm happy with this result. It works out pretty well. So I'm just going to leave those up top for now and make sure that I clear this zone at least and do it cleanly. Let's focus on this one first. Then again though, I could also CLS the bounty hunters. Then I could use Rage Jedi training over here against Darth Vader. What's a good idea? Fortunately no Zetas on these, that's pretty helpful. But CLS should also work over there. I'll just do that. Then again, I thought I was gonna use my CLS up against that one. So I'll see. I mean, my first order, don't really see them doing anything up in the top. I'll just get stun locked and all of that stuff. I don't think I'll take any turns. Same with Shark. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Whatever. Alright, let's try and get 3 beautiful exposes here, R2. Yeah, that did not happen. So first target is always Boba because of his executes. He's also a bit higher geared here, so obviously a bigger target. If it was a Relic Django, you might want to get an early stun on him so that in his second turn here, he doesn't use that rocket. So now instead of stealthing, that could be a nice move, as it is for me here. Try and get this going a little more. So I want to get within Illuminated Destiny sort of territory, I guess, before the match is over, so I can top up my protection, and that won't happen if I only do my basics. I think now I'll probably be good. The epic misclick. Those are the, like, if this was a loss though, those are the worst losses. I really don't mind losses where you learn some interesting things, but if you just lose because you click on the wrong team, that is, yeah, there are no words for that kind of frustration. Focus on Bosk for a little bit, and then finish off Django here. Alright, do we have an Illuminated Destiny lined up? Just one more round. That might actually kill, I don't want to take the risk. Unlikely, but possible. That got pretty close, yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it initially. Okay, nice. Next one. I think he's probably going to attack in like the last 30 minutes or something, as one does. I should be able to come up with something else against this team, I think. Pretty sure that Thrawn would be able to control Droideka. So let's send CLS over here. And I've got these strong teams as well. I mean, I'm probably just going to send them in on some of the stronger teams for fun instead of focusing on more banners. I still have Wampa as well. Who knows what I can do with that stuff. Is there nothing else against Darth Vader? Just thinking out loud. Still have my HK. Yeah, the dots are going to stack no matter what. First Order, I mean, obviously heals from all those debuffs, but it's just heavy overkill. Doesn't really make sense. Yeah, let's just do this. Get the stun on Darth Vader in the beginning to avoid his dots at least. He puts the most. Okay, try to get buff immunity on Zaalbar and then burn down. Nice, burn down mission, or at least stun her to begin with. Nice, that's some good control right there. So now I'm going to attack mission straight away. Good. I can kill her here, also good. I have to be a bit mindful here. Let's see who's going to be able to take a turn. I think Chewie can finish off Vader. So I should focus on Zaalbar here. Okay. Please, Chewie, don't let me down. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so this one here, that one there, and these two over here. Kind of like, part of me is glad that I didn't try really hard to get through this with two teams, only to fail with Bastilla up against this and have absolutely nothing left to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, Arc is just not going to be able to get through this. I'll give that a shot, Shaq and Arc and Echo up against this team. But I think I'll just get Turn Meter trained to death. Even though Shaq will gain Turn Meter initially maybe. Once she has a shock on her, that's over as well. So that would have been my only option, and that would have just lost all the same. So I would have gotten stuck no matter what. This way I just look a little dumber, I guess, than the other way. Let's see. So first order is pretty harmless. I want to use my resistance over there, I think, with Finn. That would be pretty fun. Although I'm thinking, because I debuff quite a bit, and I don't... Do I have any dispels? Oh my, he's missing a mod. Sir, fix your mods. Yeah, he has the leadership Zeta. Do I have any dispels on that team? Resistance hero Finn dispels, I think. I'll have to see. Let's just this one. So for that, I would like to use Thrawn lead together with Old Ben and Nihilus. I could have put in Old Ben to try to dodge some of those Droideka hits. He will definitely hit pretty hard, but that is why I bring Thrawn. No incentive really to put the fracture on Magna Guard. He's going to taunt, but that's okay. Though one thing I need to be a bit careful about is that Droideka does not get any chance to take me down, because he's going to build up a lot of stacks here. So perhaps I just build myself a ticking time bomb, but I'll see how that goes. I do get to drain here. Didn't get his cooldowns, that's a pity. Yeah, it's just one innocent little basic there. Now I can fracture him. Make sure he doesn't evade if I can hit it. That's actually kind of nice. Super niche bringing Old Ben here to put evasion down on Droideka, but might end up helping me out. So let's put this one on Poggle. I think I'll get a turn meter swap here just before. There we go. That's sort of how it played out in my mind. Wasn't sure if that was going to work, but it did. So solid. Speed this up a little bit. Try to recover the protection on my Old Ben. That obviously doesn't really help, but I think I still have a way to go until I manage to kill them both. And I don't really want Magna Guard here to constantly counter. So I'll focus on him a little bit as he's fractured, to make sure I don't kill Poggle and then am forced to focus on Magna Guard. So lots of stuff you can do here to, if you're just patient about it. I still have 3 minutes on the clock. I can just patiently stall on this guy. I can ability block. I hit the ability block for the stun here. That's a little bit unfortunate. Do a turn meter swap. I'll probably need another one. Hit Poggle again. That's going to make Magna counter. That's full enough. Both of them are a bit on the edge, though. I should have probably used the other one here, actually. That was a mistake. So kill this one and then just focus on Magna. Try to keep him stunned as best I can. Though I think if I had to swap now, I'd do it to Old Ben. But I think both of them will be considered full. And that should kill. Nice, patience pays off. So first order, don't even remember, I was talking about using something resistance related. Wampa is also an option. I mean, Han here, I don't see him doing much. He's just going to heal them a lot. So let's bring Finn, Wampa, and I guess resistance hero Finn. Wampa shouldn't really get hurt here. And then the others can sort of keep themselves topped off. Finn, Womp. Let's do it. hopefully I can 54 this one. So this one passed the inspired over to his past self. Nice hit. Try and get him low enough so that a one-pass smash can take him out. That's the goal anyway. Nope. I guess the debuff there added just that bit of health that he needed. Well, quite alright. Could have also gone with a basic. That would have, I guess, likely killed him. But that's okay. So quite happy. I've already got my Finn here at gear... what's he at now? 12? 12 plus. Poe is currently at gear 11. So hopefully I'll be able to relic them up soon, and then I can start having a lot of fun with them, using them for various counters. And that's ultimately why I got my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren first, so that I could have fun with these guys, because I really think they're very good characters. Hopefully I can get another heal here. Oh yeah, he also heals himself with that basic. Nice. Just need one heal though. If I could get that. There we go. Okay, Wampa, you are free to do your thing. And take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Thank you. Good. So first time I get to use that guy as well. Alright, so pretty good banners in the back. I didn't really need my strongest teams there, so no regrets holding on to them. Let's try and get through the EP team. I'm not going to be able to kill Darth Revan, which is okay. Let's see if these can do something. So what makes most sense? It's a preloaded team. It's going to turn meter train either of these that I send in. I'm going to go with the clones first. See if I can maybe do some high damage. They help me a little bit more here to handle the taunt on Sith Empire Trooper. The other ones, they wouldn't do it as much. Let's see what they can do. They do have high relics, but turn meter train is a turn meter train. This is going to be my first non-full clear in quite a while. Oh yeah, of course the special is burned. That's pretty helpful. Let's see if I can... Ah, that's too bad. Let's see if I can get Emperor Palpatine out. The moment he drops, this starts to look a whole lot more feasible. And there we go, that's the end. I mean, the heal and the assist is kind of nice, but the cleanse is just going to max our turn meter, that's for sure. This one doesn't cleanse at all, right? Just making sure I'm not overlooking these small little details. This definitely also won't really kill this trooper. He's not going to take a turn, so it honestly doesn't make much sense. I feel like I have a higher chance by doing this and sort of trying to burn through them together in this way than just passing on that heal and turn to Arc Trooper. That wouldn't have done anything. Wow, we got that one back really quickly. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through this. I tried, and about all I got done was some protection on Emperor Palpatine. Oh, if that would have been a crit, that would have been it right there. Unbelievable. Okay. Looks like I still get to take him down, so that's one more team. Pretty nice. Let's take him out too, so it's just her left. And she's gonna shock him. Yep. Yeah, there's no winning this one. That's why I wanted to take out Sith Empire Trooper as well. Even with the two of them, I wouldn't have been able to stop her. She has too much going for her. Alright, now before I try to kill her, let me just quickly take a look. Because if I'm going to not full clear him, then I'd like to also not throw myself into a pool of 7... what is it? Like 7 Galactic Legends around me. Let's see. So if I win, I get 2k banners, and then I'm about 180 banners off. I can claim this one still. That puts me within 100. So if I clear this team, I should still be fine as long as I don't kill any others. So let's do that. Bastilla by herself isn't going to do much against my first order. I can send in my first order for fun against Darth Revan though, if I can use something else to kill Bastilla here. Tricky one for sure though. I have lost all of my very useful support characters to be able to deal with this. Something with Vandor and L3, but then I don't really have like a main character that could really easily dispose of her. So that's not too amazing. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, HK is probably my highest remaining damage dealer other than these guys. So maybe I can try something with him, but I'm just throwing away even more banners by failing. I guess it's a good time to try though. What could clean up a lone Bastilla, who's likely going to start with her fear? I don't have any tenacity resisting characters. So let's try and do the thing with HK, L3 and Vandor, see where it ends up. Just out of curiosity. HK is own lead because his lead adds some damage. My expectations are incredibly low. So let's work with incredibly low expectations. It starts with a foresight, obviously. Okay, this makes him buff himself, which is what we need. But if she hits him, then I'll probably lose that protection there. Oh, that's not so great. Losing all of my ability to get any kind of special in. Oh my god, that damage is so atrocious. And she just constantly heals to full. I thought I was going to be able to get some sort of bigger shots in here, but that seems pretty unlikely. The AoE, I mean, I don't need to put tenacity down on her for anything, so this one's a bust for sure. Oh well, fun to try anyway to see what kind of stuff works. Just a 2k hits, I mean, it's a gear 12 character. Am I seriously hitting for 2k? He obviously has offense down, but without the offense down, that's still just a 4k hit. That is so atrocious. She's got a lot of stats, sure, but let's just get out of this. This is a waste of time. I'm going to watch myself replenish her protection for 4 minutes. I'll save you that as well. Let's just keep trying with other things. I've already lost the banners anyways. Always good to know what cleans up a lone Bastilla. Can I stop her from taking turns somehow? A couple high damage dealers with maybe an ability block. Even if I send something like Wigs in first, where I try to get rid of her protection, she will just recover that as well. So not really useful. Chirrut has tenacity up. My Jin is unfortunately really low, or I could do some expose based thing. And Chirrut, again, he just has one kind of move going for him and that's it, so that's not too good either. Do I have any kind of leader? Let's look for leaders and figure out an idea with Chirrut and base. Akbar, not good. Maybe Dooku. If I can just keep her stun locked, if I just bring 3 stunners. Let's try Dooku together with Poggle for the ability blocks and Sunfac for counters and I don't know, something. Such a strong character, this Bastilla. Han also ability blocks, but that's about all he has going for him. I believe in his basic, does he have that stagger? Just gotta quickly check. Target's debuff, so I'm gonna be debuffing, so maybe. There's no Scoundrel synergy there, obviously. Sorry, no Separatist synergy there, obviously. But the alternatives are Sunfac, who dispels buffs that she doesn't have. He's not going to taunt and kind of just sit there. The other alternative is my Geo Soldier, who again, he can just call an assist, but I guess that could feed some extra ability blocks, so that's not terrible. Let's do that instead. I can always do something with Kira and Veteran Han later. Let's see if these three can get anything done. It's 2 ability blocks, 1 stun. Let's see what I can do. Okay, there's a start. I probably want to start by... I only have 1 cleanse here. Let's save it. Okay, let's get that ability block. Yeah, the tenacity down, that's something I didn't consider here. The tenacity down from Soldier is probably what is going to make this work. Although I have the Corrupt Battle Meditation now, that's actually ruining my chances. A little bit at least. Let's cleanse this and call him. Stealth doesn't really help me in any way. I better just try to get through her as far as I'm able to. I should basic more with Soldier though. Please, ability block. Okay, good. She's too fast though, come on. Perfect. Nice. So yeah, actually kind of a nice cleanup team here. This is why I didn't want to send in my first order. I felt like there has to be something that I can squeeze out of these weaker characters that can get it done. It's a little bit lower on banners, but that was a conscious decision. And if I end up losing like this, then it's whatever, I don't really mind. I already messed up by going in on this team with my Padme anyways. So that means I get to have a bit of fun. What I should do here, I think, is burn the specials first. To at least, you know, have a fighting chance to try to take out 1 character. If that's all I can do, then that's already something. So let's send in like 3 gear 8s. Make them burn their specials and then see if I can sort of pick it apart. So who wants to volunteer, friends? Let's do Hera, Kanan, and Zeb, because I don't like Phoenix characters. I probably just pissed off the 3 people that are still watching this. Come on. 1 down, 2 down, and I did an AoE. Oh well, the AoE is actually okay because it heals me. Alright. Let's see what these guys do. All these relics that I saved so long for. Make it count, boys. If I can take down a single character, I consider it a victory. But I'll probably just be stuck behind Malak the whole time. So AoEs here are going to be difficult. No turn meter gains when you're shocked either. HK here is going to recover quite a lot. He's going down too fast. I have to be careful not to trigger him here, but I guess I probably will. So it's whatever. Yep, there is going to be a problem. Thought so. Okay, well, gave it a shot. Wow, look at that hit. Was a bit too laggy for me to see what it was, but that was quite a lot. My god. He's gone too. That was pretty crazy. I'm really happy I ended up sending them in just to see a bit of fun action there with all the relics I pumped into them. Alright, well, he's close to dying. Anything? Nah, let's call it a day here. I had my fun. I'm just looking at Wigs and thinking, could Wigs shoot this out? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, let's call it a day. If my opponent still attacks, then I'll just show you in the next round. maybe he's been watching this the whole time and thinking, what is this guy doing? Or maybe he just gave up the second he couldn't clear that team. You'll find out in, I guess, the next week, depending on where I end up. So good luck with your matches. I guess I can wait for a little bit longer, but I don't think he's going to be attacking. He would have already done it after seeing how far I got and knowing what he is up against. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a good finale that looked a little cleaner than mine, and I'll see you all again soon for another video.